a soldier in the morning defeat, staring at the ceiling, paralyzed. It's a fight just to open my eyes. Foggy headed, slow and dazed, struggle to get out of bed in a mental haze. Eyes aching, thought won't line up right. Wish there was a switch to turn on the light. But then I take it, that tiny white pill, a rush of hope, a promise to fulfill. Boom, it hits me, a wave of pure
crafty creatures. One has already occurred. Dun dun. Oh. So, I hope everybody had a fantastic evening. My evening was pretty good. Can't complain too much. I did have to work, so there's always that to complain about. Today, we are working on 3842, which is another shade of blue. Congratulations, Jules won February March's presents. Whew. And I feel everything I said I needed to do yesterday after stream, I got done. I even got a couple of bags of trash out of my attic disaster area, and I managed to get them out to the trash can before the trash came this morning. So, big goals. It's Hutchy Mom. Do do do. Oh. So, I don't really have any news. It just April's present is a flower hat. Let's see. I haven't taken any pictures of it yet. I will. I'll get around to it. But let's see if I can have a nice foam head to show off. Okay. So this is April's present. It is a flower hat. I need to fix some of the joining stitches, but that's easy enough to do. It is a flower hat. It's super cute. The petals are wool, so it is kind of a warm. Well, and I work with acrylic mostly anyway, so it's warm anyway. It's not cotton. It's not. So it is a warm hat. I'm actually gonna put this over here, so when I want to show it off, I can show it off. Oh. Oh yeah, I bet it is. No, I always appreciate your time, whether it be 5 minutes or 5 hours. Mind you, I don't stream for 5 hours. My 3-hour stream is pretty much as long as I can go. But that is April's, because April showers bring May flowers, so you can have a nice little hat to cover your head for the April showers, and it's a flower, so you can go into May. So, goals for today: finish the color I'm working on, which is feasible. As always, base level 200 stitches. That's a standard goal. And beyond that, I don't know. It's just one of those days. The sun is starting to peek out. Like, it's been rainy, cloudy, ucky, so it hasn't been very energizing or motivating. And it's not cold. I'm actually wearing shorts right now. I really, with it being like the season changing, it's like right now outside it's like 50, so it makes the wood stove heat the house really, really effectively. So it's pretty warm in here right now. Husband creature is very good when it's cold out about keeping the house warm, but when it gets into those warm areas, he's not good with like the whole damping down process, or just throwing a couple logs in for maintenance. It's all or nothing for him. He has to stuff it full, and he has to have it going full bore. And I'm like, honey, when it's 60 degrees outside, it's not quite warm enough to not have the wood stove going just yet, because the ground's still frozen and everything like that. But we don't need to have it cranking. So like, yeah, and my brain doesn't work in transition, so I'm using freedom units right now. You're in the how long can I go without turning on the furnace time of the year. I do that too. I cave. Like we get 6 cord of wood, and it lasts. It lasts long enough. And I'm working on properly because I have finally discovered that well, I finally gathered the spoons to look into the insulation situation in my attic where I eventually want my studio to go. And I am recognizing the redonkulous amount of work that's going to have to go on, which is okay. It's okay that it's going to be a redonkulous amount of work because I want it to be good. Uh, so uh, I've been my soffits. Whoever owned the house before me insulated the soffits that are supposed to be venting. So I need to get the soffits all vented, like vacuumed out, and get all the shit out of that. And then I need to block them properly so that it goes up into the roof where I've left a space with a baffle. Like I'm doing the things the right way, but as I fix it, it's yeah. I get it. I'm not a. It's hard. It's hard to decide because I like warm because then I can just kind of loaf around and let my skin breathe. Like I'm not opposed to that, but at the same time, I really like blankets. And one of the things that I'm trying to do in getting my attic all cleaned up is enable um enable some blanket storage so that I can have more blankets. But in the summer, being able to keep them properly stored. I am going to invest in some if my words would work, some vacuum bags so I can shrinky dink them down and make them manageable. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love my wood stove, and I have a center. My chimney goes through the center of my house, so it radiates. It doesn't radiate a lot of heat. It's not like you get near it and you're like, oh my god, it's so hot, I can't touch that. But it's a slow burn. But my house was designed to utilize wood heat as present as demonstrated by the central placed chimney. It, most, I don't understand, like, most chimneys in modern houses are placed on the outside of the house. Those are cook fire chimneys, because those do get hot enough that you're like, fuck this noise. Um, but my chimney is centrally located. Okay. Mhm. I think today's goals will be I'm gonna toss on some gloves and roll up some of the and grab a broom and dustpan. Broom and dustpan need to go up there, but and sweep up some of the bleh. I've been finding bags and whatnot, and anything that's mouse damaged gets tossed. Um, but I've been tossing from my first marriage. I've been finding like the old extra invites and whatnot, and I've been slowly getting rid of stuff like that. I found some jewelry that, see, and this is where I run into problems. So I'm gonna be taking pictures of this stuff, because while I don't necessarily want it, if someone else wants it, I will gladly give it away. I don't want any monetary gain from it, but I've been finding some of my ex-mother-in-law stuff. She has since passed. My ex-husband, unfortunately, has lost his entire family. His father has passed, his mom died, and his brother died. Um, but it's tragic and it's awful. I didn't part ways with my ex-husband poorly. He wanted one thing, and it wasn't me. Uh, so I've been finding some of the jewelry that she gave me, and some of it I'm opting to keep because it was given in good faith, and and she is no longer here, and I'm gonna try. She didn't have any daughters, and some of it I'm sending back to my ex-husband. I do still have some of his contact information, and I will get an address from him, and I'm finally able, because these are not dainty things. Like, he has some very beautiful hieroglyphic papyrus pictures. Um, and I just haven't been able to afford shipping them out. So, getting that out of the house and finally closing that chapter all the way is one of my big goals. But that's kind of why it's been so hard for me to go up and clean out the attic, is there is a lot of stuff that I haven't been properly prepared to process. And I am still not 100% sure I am ready, but I don't know the answer until I try. And I do want to start doing the work to get it so I can have my studio space up there. But I can safely say I threw out a lot of paper stuff. Obviously, stuff I didn't need, all good, but the leftover invitations, the announcements, stuff like that, I have thrown that stuff away. Um, I'm hemming and hawing about my wedding dress from that wedding, because it was handmade by my mother. Um, I might try trying it on, see how it fits, because it's not a really super duper formal wedding gown. Like I could wear it to a nice event, if I ever had to go to those. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, well, if someone else could use it, that's great. And and I might actually reach out to my photographer friend to book a session. She does wedding dress destruction videos, and I'm not 100% sure that I want to destroy this dress because it is a really pretty dress, but the thought has crossed my mind because she takes really great pictures. Yeah, and my friend Jenny, she funny enough was my photographer for my first wedding, so the dress destruction would kind of be like full circle.
Lights flicker and the shadows rise in the night. The undead cries, strobe lights flash, bring the fear. The darkness whispers in your ear. Our will turn as we embrace. Dance with ghouls in this haunting space. The ground shakes. Saw me rave. We dance through the
Last night,
night.
one of the residents was like,
The ground shakes.
Raw, Raw,
Saw me rave.
I really, really like your figure.
Join the
And
undead. Let's
I don't
misbehave.
focus on, like, I'm really bad at what I actually look like. It doesn't register for me. Um, I'm the person that'll notice, like, oh, hey, you got your hair cut. And I'll say, hey, that looks great. But for me, I don't notice. I honestly, it's something I just don't notice. Oh, did the volcano get angry again? Because unfortunately, my media algorithm has pointed me at Greenland and the insanity and audacity of my government.
The ground shakes, saw me rave. We dance through the night, be brave. The ground shakes,
And I don't even know if it's audacity.
join the
Maybe batshit crazy?
behave.
There's that. I'm almost done this little area here.
The ground shakes, saw me rave. We dance through the night, be brave. The ground shakes, saw me rave. Join the undead, let's misbehave.
Ooh, ooh, that is. Oh, that is not a good thing. Um, seems the volcanoes are not having it. Mm-hmm. Well, and also giving the lava more accessibility to the surface is not our best idea, or it's best not ignored. Oh, okay, gotta go back up. Realized you guys weren't able to see most of the bottom of my hand, but it's nothing big. I'm actually getting ready. It's like 5 stitches, but I'm getting ready to go back up there. I think going through the attic is a little bit more emotionally distressing than I first thought it was. So, but I also stop and I think about like the mess that it is up there, and the joy of taking it apart piece by piece and rebuilding. Okay, go to bed. Thank you for your time. I love you. Be safe. I forgot to put some half stitches, so here's hoping I can find where I was. And the sun's becoming stronger. Woo. There. Mhm. This is a very speckled, it's very confetti area down. Like I did most of the blocky areas yesterday. But finish the color on the page. It does go a little bit down this way, but I'll tackle that after I've done this area. One of the things I get to do after stream is I have a I can't find the insert to it. I don't think it necessarily had anything in it, but it's like a container that was really yucky on the inside, so I have it downstairs soaking. And after stream, I get to clean it out so I can use it as storage.
You pull me in, push me away. You chase my heart, then hit the brakes. You hold my head underwater until I can't take no more. I wanna breathe you in, baby, but what are we fighting for?
What'd you do? I'm always proud of you, Jules. You don't have to do anything special. You just being you is makes me proud.
Chase my heart, then hit the brakes. You hold my head underwater until I can't take no more. I wanna breathe you
Ooh, I'm glad.
are we fighting for? We're setting fires for the sacrifice, burning our hearts just to stay alive.
Taking time for you is good. There's nothing wrong with it. And I'm one of the people who I'm like, yes, helping other people out is phenomenal, fantastic. Don't do it at the cost of you. I signed up for a couple of shifts at work, and I knew what I was getting into. I have no problems signing up for the shifts I did, but everybody's like, "Are you sure?" Because one of the days I picked up puts me on a 9-day work week. Doesn't bother me too much. And then the other one is a double shift, and I get to work the overnight with husband creature, and we go into our day off. So again, not a whole bunch of issues. Jewel. it's one thing, like, it's completely different. When I sign up for it, I know what I'm getting into. I have the opportunity to look and see what I am doing, and I've given myself enough time to prepare for it. It's when it's the last minute, oh shit, emergencies that I start to get annoyed, because I can also do those, but it comes with a helping of piss off. Um, and I mean, working with Husband Creature, I have no problems doing a double into a day off.
Staring at the ceiling, shadows on the wall. Hear a voice inside me, whispering I should fall. Lost in this darkness, where I've been for years. Drowning in the silence, pushing back the tears. But a flicker of hope, a distant memory. A time when the sun shined and I wanted to be.
Oh, oh, oh. So yesterday, now, you've been following along with my trials and tribulations. I have a very strong opinion that the reason I cannot get a job in technology in my local area is because I have tits. To not put a fine point on it. So yesterday, I'm hearing all the residents, some of the residents talking about how they couldn't get their TV to work. And I'm like, well, what's wrong with it? And they go, oh, no, it's okay. Jonathan, who's our head of maintenance and a pastry chef, has come in and said, oh, I can't fix it. You need to return it. I'm like, hold up a hot second. Before you go through all of that frustration, let me try. I'll give you 3 guesses who got that motherfucking TV to work, and the first 2 don't count. And they're all shocked and amazed. They're like, how did you do that? I'm like, I reset the damn thing. Like, I'm clever. I will hands down say I am clever. I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm very methodical, and if one thing doesn't work on the methodology of the scientific process, I go back and I start again. Yeah. I'm just so tired of it. I mean, it's, oh, well, insert man name looked at it. I don't think it works. I'm just gonna spend exorbitant amounts of time and frustration trying to return it. And mind you, I wasn't doing anything extravagant. I had the desk last night, and I did paperwork. I helped a couple residents out with menial things, or at least menial in my mind. That could have been huge things for them. But for me, it was like, I would have done this you just had to ask. I probably would have come in to help you with this. But I'm just exhausted where I've expressed that I have, while they might not be the full-blown bachelor degrees, I have trade and tech school training and a lot of this stuff. And I keep getting told, no, or essentially, oh, honey, you're so cute. Look at you. Which really pisses me off. It's like, fine, if you don't want to use me for what I actually am capable of, don't do that. It's that whole merit thing that everybody's like, oh, we want to hire for merit. It's like, okay, well, I'm qualified for this. How about you let me do it? I might be a little angry about that. Just a smidge. You know. And then there's like the crowd of people who are like, oh, I'm sure that's not why they don't hire you, or this, that, the other thing. No, no. I am pretty 95% sure that that is the exact reason. Mm-hmm. What it sounds like is it's I bet his TV is set to boot up on standard and not HDV. HDV. HDTV. It's kind of what it sounds like, but I've encountered some glorious TVs that have almost gotten the better of me. But my Google Foo is strong. I love that. If and when. Yeah. It's more of a when than an if. Yeah. Or or a shitty connection wire. I've encountered that before. Where they're like, "Oh, this wire's fine," and then you pull it up and it's fraying, and you're like, "No, no, this isn't fine." But honestly, I'd lean more towards the it's not set properly, because that's just what it sounds like. But what do I know? I got boobs. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I feel you. I, I smell what you're cooking. One of the weird areas where I messed up. Mm. Even though I have plenty, plenty left, I'm going to end this piece of string so I can make sure I have the halvesies I need. Ooh, I got to burp. Maybe. Maybe burping? Sunshine! Okay, that was the last piece of that. Okay. I gotta pull a new length of string. It's like sometimes I deal with the youngins who don't realize the level of impressiveness of setting up a LAN on a dial-up connection is. You know, that's pretty impressive, even today. Actually, more so today. Finding a dial-up connection, but yeah, I know how to set up a LAN on a dial-up connection. Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to. I'm hoping I'm done this. I'm done this color on this length because I don't wanna. I don't want to have to search through the bin on stream. Whew. Oh. I'm very fortunate that husband creature um lets me, like, I'll let him get frustrated with it, but I'll be like, I can fix this, honey. And he knows I can, but he wants to be able to fix his own stuff, and that's all fine and dandy. But and I have no problems letting people be frustrated. You got to ask me for help. You quite literally, like, this one resident, I did. I went in and do you want me to try? Well, so and so tried, and so and so tried, and I'm like, that doesn't answer my question. Do you want me to try? And then there was like a little crowd of ladies out in the common area going, oh, she's got it. Like I had cheerleaders. It was so funny. I was like, guys, it's a Roku. I got it. Mostly because I have the Roku app, so I zip right through setting it up and whatnot. Well, there are some of the residents who they they will wait for me. If their TV breaks, there are some of them, and I worked really hard to get that reputation with them because they're some of the oldest ladies in the building. They will wait for me, and they will ask, "Is Sarah here?" So that she can fix my TV. Because I generally go in 5 minutes, I'm done. And sometimes I do have to reset things, so it takes like 10 to 20 minutes, but I generally can go in, look at a problem, identify the problem, and fix it. And I was telling this lady, I'm like, you don't need a man. You do not need a man. If your TV breaks, you call me. And I checked in, like, sometimes what I do only fixes it temporarily. And that happens sometimes. So like I checked in throughout the day, the evening. I was like, is it still working? Okay, is it still work? Because if it's something else that's wrong, I need to know so I can fix it better. But she apparently had been having the problem for days, which I had the weekend off, so yesterday was my first day back. I just did. So then there's that. Seriously? Mm-hmm. I also bought more crochet patterns today, for my July event. I bought some. I have I bought more Megan Lap. They're the ear decoration, the ear cuffs. So I bought both sets of patterns that she has for ear cuffs, and the set that I bought now has like seraphim wings, has normal wings, then it has seraphim wings, and then it has like hearts and going around the ear. And I think I'm gonna have fun with them because I have the ear cuff wire now too. Mm-hmm. Right there's where I am. Let's see. Yeah, it's probably just worth my while to migrate down to the two other stitches. Check out the Pando Cafe, folks. Oof. Yep. But there's a lot of that going on where I work. Um, I've also seen cardboard. I personally think um, blackout buttons, like being able to pop the top off of the front off of the remote and have a cover that clips on that's high enough to just so that they don't press down on the buttons, but you can pop out what people need. When it hits 11, I'm taking a short break to answer some nature calls. Because sometimes if I don't answer them, I forget about them, and then 8 hours later, it's really bad. One of those scenarios, like, if you know, you know. Okay, there's this.
My mind is like a hive. The thoughts intrusive are just bees buzzing to stay alive.
Oh,
Distracted.
I do have an amazing Be Right Back.
They collide within my mind, and I struggle to think with my thoughts in a bind, and I push to the brink of insanity. Lost in thought, I wander down a path to my inner world. The complexity leads me to ponder, and the depths of my emotions swirl. Though the bees can get overwhelming, the inspiration they mold in their buzzing I find compelling. A reminder of the power I hold. So I embrace the bees within my brain, even when they drive me insane. For in their chaos,
So tomorrow, I don't stream. Okay, it's 11. I will be back shortly. Let me. Oh my goodness, I gotta stretch. I didn't think about that.
is my norm.
Okie doke, there. Luckily. Y- I love and hate getting a new phone. I'm perfectly happy with my S24 Plus, because the only difference between a Plus and an Ultra, like specs wise, was a better camera. And if I need a better camera, I have friends. So yeah, that wasn't a game changer for me. Oh my goodness. So I very rarely like log on to Twitch itself. When I dual stream with Dast, I log on. Um, but for the most part, I don't really like log on to Twitch itself. So I logged on the other day to check whispers and stuff like that, and I didn't respond to them, but I got a message from someone trying to sell me followers, and I can't help but just roll my eyes. I'm like, I I I like and I love and appreciate everybody who has followed me, but I can see the analytics that most of them have turned their notifications off, and even fewer of them actually tune in. And so when the people who are watching are here, it really doesn't matter how many followers I have. It matters who wants to show up and be here. Like, and I'm guilty. I'm guilty of it. And yeah, S10 was actually the best. Like, I wish I could go back and have my S10 Note, I should say. Um, and I wish that I could spend more time in my friends' chats or streams. And with any hope, if I get a job that has the Monday through Friday um, daytime hours and the flex hours, there's a chance I'll be able to. But right now, my job demands that I am attentive all the time and not to streamers. I miss it. I miss it so much. Yeah, I currently have an S24 Plus. That's what phone I have, and I love it. I'm in no hurry to upgrade it. I like I like the bigger phones because, well, I don't know, because I have my tablet now, so I use that. But I enjoyed the S10 because it held my pattern keeper and it was nice and big. But I like my 24 because it could fit in a pocket. Ooh, that is an upgrade, girl. That is an upgrade. Well, look at that. Look at that. It's a dance. Yay. So, pretty lady, we up for streaming on Friday? Yes, this Friday. If you can, it's all good. I get it. I've been kind of lazy on my Fridays anyway. Between life and just being like, nah. Friday is a surprise. Will it happen? Won't it happen? Oh, okay. So this Friday, you want to do our normal 6? Do you want to push it back to like 8? Do it like an 8 to 10? Okay. We do 8. Do. Okay. Time to go to the most speckly part of this. The last section. The last section. I still have not. I'm only at 137 for stitches. That's kind of disappointing. Okay. Up in this area. That. So with that, there must be. And there is. It's kind of weird, but it's there. Huh. Is it really that high up though? Mm, this is a weird area where I messed up a little bit, so not all the spots line up. there's there's that. So that's the area we're looking in, and group of four. Okay, there we go. Let's go. uh, Godspeed with that, my lady. Yeah, the area we're working in, there's not a whole lot of the color left. It's just all over the place. So that's always fun. Mm-hmm. That's what's there. And I have enough just to jump over to mark my half spot. Okay. I'm down here. That's where I am now. Where do I need to be? Mark my little half there, and then new string. So I found out when the Pride fair was for my city, and unfortunately, I worked that weekend. So I do not. Last year, I worked on that weekend, and I was like, oh, so it's placed on a weekend that no. Um, this year I did not get so lucky either. So oh, incoming ad break. Mm, there's that. Doopy-doo. Ooh, that's a that is a weird time to hold a vote with such a highly Catholic population. Okay. Okay. I'm like, that seems like a bad day. Seems like somebody's plotting something. Yeah, that actually Easter Monday is the day that I picked up. That would have been my day off. That makes me have a very long work week. Um, yeah, I will go from the Saturday to the Saturday, so I'll have a 7-day stretch. It's not awful. And then no more shenanigans until May. Yeah, because I get a Friday off, and I work the weekend, and normally I would have Monday off because it's weird. So I have this week I have Friday off, I work 2 days, and then I have Monday off. That's how my schedule goes. But where I picked up is I filled in the Monday that I have off, so I won't have another day off till Saturday. Yes, well, I was thinking your province. I was thinking provincial and not national. Because I'm not cool enough to know too much about all of Canada. I know that it's there. I know a few of the provinces. I know. So I don't, and I can only point a few out on a map. Like I know Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Quebec. Then Ontario, the one in the center that is barren wasteland. I don't know if that's one or two provinces. Dunno. Alberta, another province in between Alberta and British Columbia, and then the top one. Like, I know the name is Manitoba. I don't know if that's a province or if it's just a city. I try really hard to be worldly. I try not to be a complete and utter fool. But I fall on my face so fabulously. Oh. Oh, okay. But like I know that there's one that just nothing. I think Saskatchewan. I love the name. I think that's the one that I was taught was just like nothing. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, dead. See? See? I learned me some Canadian stuff today. Yay! Yay! Some of what I taught myself stuck. Some of what Monty Python stuck. Taught me stuck. Now, here's the $50 million question. Do you remember what song I'm referencing when I'm thinking about Saskatchewan? Bonus points if you sing it. Is it really? Wow. And I don't have to hear you sing it, but it's going to get stuck in your head. Oh, so I think of I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Deep in the heart of Saskatchewan, Saskatchewan, where he's still my dad. or, yeah, yeah. I yeah. Those ones I'm unfortunate. Like I know those ones I know. Like it's the West Coast and apparently the North that I'm like derp 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 derp. Like I was talking yesterday with the Kelpie clan about how I would I how astounded I was as the location of the British Isles in relation to the longitudinal lineup with Maine. The thing, what I talk about in my free time. Hey, oh, that's cool. So do they get dual citizenship, or because of the proximity to Canada, or are they fully fledged? Because when they're born, they're probably over in it on the mainland. Oh, oh, it is Newfoundland its own. Is it? I thought that was just. I thought that was okay. I'm not gonna question your geography knowledge of your country because I am not a fool most of the time. Ah, okay. That's kind of neat. That is that honestly that's super neat. Oh my goodness. How did I get over here? I got lost somewhere. Did I? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. You want to know why I know that? Because we decided to be chuckle fucks with with Greenland. The- Like full disclosure, um, I thought Greenland was part of Canada. I didn't pay enough attention to it because for me, I always was fascinated that they named Iceland Iceland to keep people away because it is so fertile and luscious and glorious. They wanted to keep it to themselves, so they named it Iceland to keep people away, thinking it was barren. But they really wanted people to migrate over the ocean, and they wanted people to move to Greenland, even though it's not great. It's not a great agricultural phenomena, but they wanted people to migrate there, so they named it Greenland to impress upon fertile lands and so because coffee eats a hole in my soul, I've started drinking the caffeinated ice. Um, I can have coffee later on in the day once everything is kicked in and my body feels better, but I can't do morning coffee anymore. So I do caffeinated fizzy water. Yeah, I'm sure somewhere in my poor little squirrely brain, I knew that it was not Canada, but I would not have been wrong to assume as such. Let's. So I just did stuff there. You know, I generally, I yeah, I can't judge for spelling. I use spell check all the time. Um, it's kind of like how do you tell a chemist from a a plumber? And it's how they pronounce unionized or unionized. They're spelled the same way but pronounced differently. Like read and red, spelled the same, pronounced differently. Um, there's a couple of them. Wind and wind. Um, so yeah, yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, there's that. All kinds of birds chittering around. So, because it's a bright and sunny day. Let's see. And I got 2 stitches left, and I'm trying to get down to. Okay, so one is here. Let's get the one that's a little further up. So not there, but here. Last 2 stitches of this color on this page. Yay! It's a bit of a stretch, but I'm just not dealing with it today. It'll be stitched over. Okay, I think that's all of it. I'll zoom out. I'll zoom out and I'll double check. But I think 38, 4 to 2 is all done on this page. And it is nice color finish for the win. Doopy-doo. So I've been reading my best friend's book for review, Straw Girl. It's coming out, and again, it's really, really good. And I'm not saying that just because she's my best friend. I've always enjoyed her writing. She writes to paint a very good picture in your brain. You can like see it happening. For me, it's a little bit more intense because it's based off true events that I happen to be involved in. So I totally feel involved in her work. But I'm reading it and I'm liking it. So, and I think I'm going to be purchasing some to give away on stream, because while she has offered to give me stuff, I'm like, no. I'm gonna support you by buying it, goddammit. And I'm gonna wait for her. I'm hoping she gets a few hardcovers. But I will purchase whatever she has available. And I can probably get it autographed. I know that doesn't mean much to you guys, but I think she's gonna go far with this book. Now I gotta pick a new color. I was not prepared. Oh my goodness. I think I might cave and start off 939. Or actually, let's see if I have any big alone colors that I can do for like the last few minutes of stream. I did mark down the ones that were just super duper small. Why did I put that on alone? That's actually a pretty big color. I'm gonna mark that off and put it over. Okay. And I warn you, it's all blue. Right now, I'm just looking for like cohesiveness. Like, if it's does it stick together? Is it easy to? Would it be easy to like pop the color on the needle and just stitch and go? I'm not really running into that right now. So, boo-hoo. Oh! Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm going to have her on stream. Like I'm gonna be starting. I'm gonna start ramping up, at least for her. I'm gonna ramp up some media posts and whatnot. Because arts and crafts and books go together. Hill I will die on. If you like arts and crafts, there's a good chance you like books too. I'm not saying it's end all be all, but there's a very good chance. $37.50. Let's. I'm not winning this game. Okay, I give up. I'm doing 939. This fucking color. Yeah, so 939 essentially fills all of this white area here. And all of this color, all of this area here, and just like a smidge. Just a smidge right here. So much of it. Okay. But for 939, I do the 10 columns, so not at all exciting. La 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 la. 939 is coming out of its containment. Maybe. I could just talk, but that's meh. 3842. 3842. How did 960 all the way there? Oh. It got knocked out of order. Okay. I need to find Captain Penis, because that's where his color. I try not to have too many of the good plastic bobbins holding a color. And since I have two big projects going on that sit right next to each other, I don't bother worrying about bobbin swapping or not having one bobbin in a box, because they sit right next to each other. Okay, there we go. 939 is almost rocking and rolling. It is the color that is the queen of this particular project. Okay. But it will fill in a lot of space, so I guess it's good in a way. Well, I'm still gonna send you your presents. I can just send you another one when it comes out in June. So I'm getting those are going out Friday. So you don't have a say in that. Okay. I'm gonna start with this corner. And then I'm going to take pictures for Work in Progress Wednesday. Remember, tomorrow, Work in Progress Wednesday. I want to see your stuff. So, today, after stream, I'm gonna toss on some work gloves and grab a contractor bag and take care of some construction debris. Mhm. So first column of 10 ends at this mark right there. So this is going to be. I'm looking to see if there's actually anything I need to worry about, or I can easily say that for this first column of 10, there's not a whole lot of anything else. So, yeah. So Monday, when I'm working on this span, it'll probably go pretty fast. I really want to get away from this top bar though. Mm-hmm. Just need about 25 stitches to hit my 200 goal. I got the color I wanted to get done. I still haven't hit the 200 goal yet, which is funny, but at the same time, makes me sad. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm getting down. Get down so I'm not hitting it. is, the 2 hours has flown right by. Uh, so the order I'm gonna do things today is I'm gonna get done stream. I'm gonna go pick up the construction crud. I'm gonna go downstairs and wash the yucky container that I was cleaning up from around the construction crud. And then I'm gonna come upstairs and work on some arts and crafts. If I have time. Okay, there's that. DPD. Okay, I've ended a piece of string, and I'm just gonna call it a day. So I'm gonna highlight what I did. Nope. Because in that little speck that I did, I'm 203 stitches. So it's a good ending spot. We started off at 4, because yesterday we hit over 4%, 4.05%. We are now at 4.13%, and we did 203 stitches today. So I have tomorrow off, and I will be back on Thursday with Call Dance Dionysus, otherwise known as Captain Penis. So drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself without harming others, and be kind to others without harming yourself. And I will see everybody on Thursday at 9 a.m. for my long stream. I love you all. Thank you for the gift of your time, and I will see you on the flip side.